everyone. My name is Kimberly, and welcome to a very special conversation today with Ms. Kirby, who is a social worker at Sanderling Dialysis Clinic. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
My name is Sharita Kirby, and I'm a licensed master social worker, and I have been with Sanderling since May of 2019.
Now, Ms. Kirby, did you do dialysis social work before this?
I did. I was at a previous clinic, and I had been there almost 3 years.
Okay. Now, Ms. Kirby, what are the first questions you ask a person when they first get on dialysis?
When first getting on dialysis, I first want to know how they got to that situation, which I can always review the medical record, but I always like to hear what their perception of how they got to this point, and I always want to know how they are adjusting. When they're new, I want to know how this new adjustment is fitting into their individual lives.
All right, explain to me what your main goal for a new patient is.
For a new patient, is definitely assessing where they are emotionally, how they're adjusting, and the overall goal is to ensure that they have everything that they need and the support that they need as they settle into this new dialysis routine.
So, Ms. Kirby, what are some of your most common problems you see in dialysis patients?
The most common problem would definitely be compliance coming to treatment. Sometimes transportation is an issue, and sometimes even resources not being available. So those are most of the challenges that we have.
So what is your main responsibility with each patient?
My main responsibility for me is definitely establishing a rapport with those that I can, and that leads into kind of understanding them and understanding what they need and when they need it, and also being able to assess their systems that they have in place, the support that they have in place. So yeah.
All right, Ms. Kirby, now what are some of the best ways that a new patient can learn to cope with dialysis?
To assist them in coping, basically just allowing them to let me know what they enjoy doing and how they previously have coped with things, and then from there we can establish a baseline, and from there building to see how they can cope better, and bringing out the quality of life with them being on such a drastic lifestyle change.
Okay. Now, what are some of the most common problems you see in new patients?
Common problems with new patients, I would say not fully understanding sometimes why they are even on dialysis, or compliance, and just not knowing the importance of coming to treatment and understanding how imperative it is to be here, get your treatment, that it is a life-sustaining issue.
So what are some of the most common problems you see in patients who have been on dialysis for years?
I definitely see the problem being that they kind of feel like they know everything as far as their bodies, so they can kind of be more lenient and do certain things their way.
So when patients want to travel, is that part of your job as a social worker?
Travel, they can come to me and let me know, hey, I'm going to Florida and I need to have treatment. So from there, I contact that dialysis center, make the referral to see if they have adequate space. I do ask that the patients let me know at a decent time, like I would say a week or two before you're going to that treatment, but I've had to deal with all kind of emergencies where somebody's having to go the next day. So with that, we have to send medical records, and then the medical director will say, hey, they can treat in our clinic for the specified amount of treatments, and they're free to go. So, but I do deal with all the travel and transfers and sometimes transients if need be.
So Ms. Kirby, is there anything that you would like to tell our dialysis patients?
As a dialysis social worker, I am here to support you, help you to get through the process of starting dialysis, or even while on dialysis, connecting you with the appropriate resources, allowing you space to cope how you need to, and creating new ways to cope, and just the overall support to be here, linking you with the appropriate staff members and working as a team to get you what you need.
Thank you so much, Ms. Kirby, for being here with us today. We have definitely learned a lot. And to you, our viewers, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a blessed day.